This is fresh.
The Secret Menu Podcast.
This is fresh.
What it do, what it do, what it do. You know what I'm saying? Tapped in episode 6, man. Episode 6, and today I got my guy here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's underrated or sometimes unknown. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of the pioneers. Definitely was putting it down a long time ago. And incredibly, what a lot of people can't do is still have long-standing relevancy in the game. It's like he reinvented himself in his later years. He's been in a group. He's been with several movements, you know what I'm saying? Definitely got them bars, though, and I'm a bar guy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dope visuals. Very creative. And he's somewhat a fashion icon in the city as well. I be seeing the small accessories and little pieces that niggas don't be knowing. Like, nigga, that right there is $800 that nigga got. So, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, my guy, Fly Y. What's happening, man?
Man, it's goody, man. It's goody with the guy.
You feel me? Shout out to everybody pulling up. I see Kimberly Williams in the house. Q's in the house. Zab Judah's in the house. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the YouTube gang. I'm looking at the Facebook feed, so I can't see the YouTubers, but shout out to the YouTube and everybody on Twitch over there. You know what I'm saying? Fly Y, what's happening, man?
Hey, man, we out here, man. You already know.
Yeah, bro. Let's take it back. Let's take it back from the beginning. The birth. Fly Y. He was born where?
Man, Fresno, California.
Okay, the town. Fresno, born and raised.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a question that I have that some people might probably have is your ethnicity.
Man, Hispanic, Mexican, you know.
Okay.
East side Fresno, baby. All of that. You know what I mean?
That's what it do. So East, you pretty much grew up on the East?
Yeah. Grew up on the East. My mom, grandma, and all them from the West, East Street. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, spent a lot of time on the West, a lot of time on the East, and yeah.
You definitely got a West connection with a lot of the dudes I know. Growing up though, what was childhood Fly Y like?
Man, bad. You feel me? Bad. Nah, for real though. Shit, just regular East Side Fresno kid. You know what I mean? Just trying to get it together, man. But yeah, shit, bad. I was, you know.
You the only child, or you had siblings and shit?
Shit, I got 2 sisters. Yeah,
okay.
I got 2 sisters. I'm the only boy.
Where you falling? You last, or you the oldest?
Only boy.
MOB, mama's only boy.
You feel me? Nah,
you the oldest. You in the middle. You the baby.
Shit, I'm the youngest. The youngest out of the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 older sisters.
Okay. So growing up, most predominantly East, you what schools you go to? Because I spent some time on East. I went to Lane, Ainsworth, Easterby. I moved around a lot. Where'd you go to elementary school and shit?
State Elementary, Easterby. Yes, sir. Easterby. And right there up the block, middle school, Kings Canyon. All on the same little block right there.
Yeah, I spent a little time on that side too. In the shit, where do you discover this music shit? Or wait, before that, was there anything before the music shit that the fucking Fireman? It was something else as a kid that you always thought you'd probably be before you discovered hip hop?
Right, that's crazy. That's crazy you say Fireman, because my pops is actually a fireman. But like, you know, not really, because I mean, coming up, I never really like thought about that type shit. I was just trying to have fun type shit. Always be with my friends.
Just going through it.
And Pops being a fireman, he would work like 2 days and then be home one day, be gone 2 days, be home 1 day,
long
type
hours.
shit. So yeah, so I like, you know, mom's doing her at work, so it's like I had a lot of free time to myself. You know what I mean?
Easily to
kinda fuck
get
with
in
my
this
friends.
shit unmonitored. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, I was just, you know, bad kid. You know, early in the game, like just a bad kid. I got arrested for stealing a teacher's purse, like elementary
Goddamn.
school type shit. Couldn't, you know what I mean? Couldn't participate in the graduation ceremonies and all of that
What
type
grade? What
shit.
grade was that?
Mm, sixth grade? Yeah, that was like
Okay.
sixth grade. Yeah,
You,
sixth
you
grade.
was
And then
into some
seventh
shit
grade,
early.
yeah, seventh grade, arrested for weed type shit.
So
All of the shit.
let's
So it
get
was
there
early, man.
because I go with Saint one day. We go to a sesh, and for those of you who don't know what a sesh is, that's where all the cannabis growers, sellers, and buyers meet in these like warehouses or places, buildings, and it's music, it's weed. And my guy, he's always in the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Always been
Yeah, man.
a procurer of the finer weed. You know what I'm saying? As you see right
Yeah.
now,
Shout out to my friends that be, you know, that be out there. Hell yeah, we
yeah.
definitely was out there.
You see, he has a backwood right now the size of two of my fingers. Is that a wood or is that is that a wood?
Yeah, nah, this a grabbing.
Okay, guava.
The wood's kind of,
You've
yeah,
always
it's
had
kind of,
a certain affection for the weed. You know what I'm saying? When you
yeah,
said you got
thanks,
in trouble for it in the seventh grade, when did you smoke your
man.
first blunt or joint, and
Man,
how the fuck did you even stumble across the weed?
right. It's crazy because shout out my boy OJ. He was just young. We was young, maybe like, you know, fifth grade or some type shit. I think his sister's boyfriend lived with him for a minute, so he smoked and he would just steal the roaches. You know what I mean? We started off smoking his roaches. You know what I mean?
Right. Hitting the roaches.
Then we had to get our own stacks.
Right.
His cousin actually, like put us on, was like trapping early, so yeah, we just, you know, always had the line on that.
Right. So from smoking roaches, it was I gotta have my own weed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was always
And
around. So then
then,
it's, you know,
okay, you other kids want this shit. I got it. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
facts. Bro, yeah, swear to God, I done sold leaves, like, bro, like smoke roaches with some dude, like, I got a dub. I'm like, yep, I got it, bro. We didn't have it, so I swear to God, we went out like recess or lunch. I forgot what it was, but I was looking for leaves that looked like weed, and I crumbled up, put it in the plastic bag, sold it to him. Swear to God on my life, brother. And then, like, you know,
You feel
years
me?
later, I seen him and we talked about it. He was like, man, I remember when you sold me leaves.
Hit him with the
I'm like,
leaf
bro, I was
sack.
trying to get it though. You know what I mean? I was trying to get it.
Always been a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
early on, you hustling before hip hop, or was that all like around the same time you discovered the rap shit?
man, it's kind of the same circle that you know. Again, shout out to my boy OJ Eastwood. They kind of, my boy OJ was from the east side, but then he moved to the north side, and he moved to, like, you know, like kind of by Pleasant, Clinton, like Shields and Weber type area, on the other side of Pleasant though. But yeah, they moved out there, so that's when I started really, like, you know, having catching the bus going to the north side, and really that's where I really grew up at, on the north side, because my best friend from the east side moved out there, so he was, you know, the one I chill with every day, we smoked with every day. He kind of started rapping first. We would always freestyle, but he actually, like, started, like, taking it serious and trying to record type shit. His cousins had a computer, so we kind of just was in his garage type shit, trying to, you know, freestyle and putting it together.
What as a teen, like who was them niggas to you as far as rap artists and shit go? Like who'd you discover first that was like, yeah, I fucks with this?
Man, you know, as a teen, trying to think who I used to rock with. Like, I used to listen to everything, but shit. Man, as a teen, probably, like, of course, like Mac Dre and shit.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think, before Dre and them, I was on all types of shit. But
For some reason, I just feel like you fuck with Dipset and Cam and shit. Did you fuck with that?
Types. Yeah, that was part of my shit. But I really got put on to them when we took a trip to Miami, me, LT, and Wise, on some shit just because like the Source Awards is out there. My boy had like mad frequent flyer miles. And this was like, y'all want to go? I booked all a flight type shit.
Free flight?
Like, what? Like, yeah.
We out of here.
Back.
Easy.
So,
free flight? What?
Like, I was like, bro, I'm trying to go too. So, he booked him a flight. And we just kind of went, like, peaced in on a hotel. And, we kind of went out there. And that's the first time we went to, like, where the Source Awards was the day before. And they was doing, like, they had, like, some shit where people were in line. And they was waiting in line to do, like, talent escort type shit. We didn't know what that was or anything. But, we was just asking around. We stood in that line. Somebody came out and was like, all the talent escorts come in. They kind of explain the shit. Basically, like, artists are doing sound checks today. When the artists get here, we'll assign you an artist. You just basically take them to the dressing room. When they call them for sound check, you escort them to the stage type shit. And it was crazy because, like, but that was my first time actually, like, seeing some real shit go down. Like, bro, like, I'm seeing Fabulous walk in. I'm seeing Method Man walk in. Like, all this shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
bro, it was big. Like,
the nigga was like, I can do this shit. I want to do this.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned LT, Lieutenant, right?
Yeah.
That's Nate.
Nate.
For those who don't know, right? So you knew him prior to knowing Waz, who we was getting into later, who you had a group with. You knew him before or after?
Nah, it's crazy. Waz is actually my blood cousin. His mom is my mom's sister.
So you've known him all your life?
Man, yeah. So, I kind of knew him all my own. That's my cousin. But it's crazy because we grew up, like, together on, at my grandma's house and shit. And then for a while, like, I didn't see him. Like, his family kind of, like, moved away. And they didn't really come back for, like, Christmas. I didn't see Waz for hella long. But the cutty I was doing music with was, like, like, I don't know, just, like, talking. Like, they knew my story and they knew Waz's story. And they was like, yo, grandma from the West too? Like, yeah. And what's your mom's name? Like, oh, and what's your mom's name? And, like, the cutty put it together that we was cousins. Like, we ain't seen each other in, like, maybe, like, 5-10 years since we was, like, babies on the West type shit. And I ain't seen him so long. And they was like, bro, y'all cousins. And then I asked him, like, we was at the studio. He pulled up. And I was like, bro, what's your mom's name? Like, that's my mom's sister. Like, what's your grandma's name? Like, oh, that's my grandma, too.
That's my grandma,
like,
too.
Shit. Like, we cousins, yeah. Then I asked my mom, and mom like, yeah, that's my sister. That's little Ovi. Like, what I mean?
See, I never knew you niggas was related. Never knew that.
Facts. But Fresno's so small, it'd be like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. So you dabbling with the music already. That's your boy, you said OJ, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all dabbling with the music.
We already recording.
Y'all moving around doing records. So you were technically a solo artist first, or you and OJ had a group?
No, we was all solo artists. We
just a group solo.
We started
$1 million question though.
Yeah.
You're fly wide now, but we know what was your motherfucking rap name in 6th grade. Like, we know everybody had a name before the name.
Nah, thanks. My name was YB.
It's always been YB?
YB. Yep, that was really my rap name is YB. And
is that your real initials, or where the fuck you get that from?
Nah, bro, like, we was on some, like, it was, to be honest, like, back then it was, like, some mob shit.
Okay.
Some, like some hog shit type shit. I think my boys is, like, some hogs, and I was, like, I want to be Young Boar, and Young Boar is kind of like a hog, you know what I mean?
Like a hog, Young Boar.
You know what I'm
saying? Like a hog, like Young Boar. Okay.
But a few years later after that, I was like, okay, Young Boar's kind of corny. I wanted to be like Your Boy, so I think I dropped a mixtape and I put like Your Boy.
I think I remember that.
And then Your Boy dropped.
The nigga from Frisco.
Yeah, I did a show with him too, and I even, like, introduced myself to him type shit. But I was like, okay, Your Boy. I'm just gonna be YB.
YB.
Okay. You know what I mean? Type shit, yeah. And then after that, I felt like there's too many YBs.
So and, you put the twist on that.
Yeah, and it wasn't really like at the time, like, my boy had them frequent flyer miles. So at the time, and we had like some different lines. So we was like really trying to go and like, fly and shit. So at the time, it was like really taking flights and shit, like, you know what I mean? And we was really like everywhere. But then I was like, okay, Fly Y. But then I seen, and I was thinking about changing my name to that type shit. But then I seen like some shit that said "Forever Live Your Youth," and I was like, "Forever Live Your Youth," and I was like, "Damn, that's Fly Y." And I'm like, that's really the type of shit I be on, bro. Cause like my lifestyle, everything, like I don't know. Ever since I was like, 18, whatever, 21 type shit, when we, started living that life, like, bro, I've been like really living that life consecutively. And everybody, I see everybody getting old, not old, but I see everybody like, get into their family shit,
into life shit, and it's the dream
like
is
get into
going,
regular life
goals is
shit. They got
going.
jobs, they like, they got their careers now, like everything they supposed to be doing. But it's like me, like, bro, I was always like, I never did that. Like, I never went and got a wife and kids. I started renting when I found out, you can rent offices and shit like that, like studios and shit like that. And, bro, I started doing that. We had studios in Frisco with Turban. We had studios, like, I done had over, like, 10, 15 studios in Fresno, like, just spots. Like, when I found out you could run little, like, shit like that, like, I just started, like, opening up studios. I opened up the clothing store out here, shit like that. But yeah, I never like, Forever Live Your Youth kind of like caught with me or stuck with me and caught my eye. And I kind of want that to be like, I made that like I want to do an album like that too, like Forever Live Your Youth. I feel like that's Fly Y. Not really like a flow like, oh, I'm fly. I'm like, you know what I mean? But we really used to be on them planes with them things.
Right.
So I feel like, that was that thing too. But I feel like Forever Live Your Youth, Forever Live Your Youth, you know what I mean? Really describes like what I like, describes me for real, because I'll still be living like I'm 18 out here, really living my youth, you know what I mean? But I feel like, but I feel like it's, that's what people mean, Forever Live Your Youth, brother. Like, you ain't gotta get old. You ain't gotta stay in the house. I feel like you can't be at the club because you too old, or you can't, like, what, brother, I'm out here with, you know what I mean? My new single featuring a 15-year-old rapper out of Fresno, Lil Rel from RTK, and we on the same vibe. And, like, it's the same shit. Like, and it's crazy to me because I was talking to my cutty the other day. I'm like, bro, I don't vibe with bitches my age because they be on some different shit, like, in the house. Like, bro, I really vibe with bitches that's in the club type shit because they do the same shit I do. I want to be out, drink. I might have a show. I got a show tonight. Shout out Blair the Captain with Chapo. Like, we got a show tonight, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, we really out here living,
Bitch gotta have some energy, bitch. Like, have some energy.
Yeah, it's different energies and all that. So I'll be feeling like,
we're not watching your favorite Netflix series all weekend.
I'm just a different person.
Yeah, my nigga said he outside with it. Okay.
Nah, thanks, bro. I feel like,
you moving around early. You living rapper lifestyle early. You trapping, you wiggling, you moving, you seeing things. You got different shit to talk about in your music. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, thanks.
What was the first, did you release a solo project first?
Yeah, I released like a mixtape, and it was crazy because the mixtape, like, it was it was all original shit, but then at that time, like, they were doing hella mixtape shit, so, I was just using other people's beats, putting it out on that Piff type shit, and that was like my first mixtape. And you feel me? Motherfuckers was feeling it, so I was like, okay. Like, I felt like I was talking that shit. You know what I mean?
So as you're moving as a solo artist, you said your partner kind of put y'all together. Do you guys initially, you and Wise, decide let's do a group, or how does that come about?
Nah, we just kind of started. We just started fucking with each other more after that.
And was Pillionaires the first group name, or was it something prior?
Nah, it was something prior. Like, yeah, we actually put out like another album before Pillionaires. We was like, it was like The Streets. I don't know why.
I think I kind of remember that too.
And then it was like Street Architects.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, Waz was like Street Architects, like, because that was like when Nas dropped. And we was on all types of different shit. We was listening to Nas, we was listening to Mac Dre, we was on all types of shit. But he was like Architects, because Nas was on some Destroy and Rebuild shit. So we was like, okay. And, so me and Y started getting in a lot more. We decided to do that project. I remember taking out, burning them CDs, taking them to Tower Records type shit, getting that Street Architects project in the store.
In the store.
Like, yeah, so that was the first thing. Like we was in the store and all that. Like with that project. Yeah.
So y'all getting it in. The Diggs Connection, or was there a Dre Connection before the Diggs Connection?
Yeah. It kind of started. It started with Dre. The Cuddy actually, Wild's cousin was buying like features from Dre. He would come out here and shit, and Dre would pull up because the studio was at Wild's crib. Dre would come out here and record type shit. We would just be, we was producing too at the time, so be trying to show Dre beats type shit. Be trying to, show little songs and shit. He actually, Dre used to run with Ryder. He actually pulled up, with the jacket type shit.
Right.
That's when I got the jacket to, host my mixtape type shit.
I remember that.
Yeah, I got him to host a mixtape, just pulling up with Dre. Dre and them already left, just still chilling, smoking. So, yes, sir.
So you niggas is official. Real. Not that my other niggas and shit out of Bay and Sack and shit. But there were artists who became a part of this nation who never met Dre, never knew Dre. Y'all literally knew Dre too. And
before that, I think around the same time, the same day before Dre pulled up for the feature, we went to a Dre concert he had out here, and we slid him a CD. He was in the car showing us some bitch. We slid him a CD, and we remember he had the windows out. He was smoking. We remember he played our shit. We just hear our shit playing, and he in the car smoking. So we was yeah, Dre listening to our shit. We was super juiced, and after that, he came to the studio because the Cuddy was paying him for a verse. But yeah, we ended up getting Dre on some shit on,
wiggled in,
pulling up,
wiggled in. Yeah. Okay, so when does the Pillionaire name change happen?
Yeah, we was they was coming through after that. They was always through Fresno type shit. Yep, the Columbus concert. But they was always coming through Fresno. The Cuddy had Dre come through for another verse after that. And after, he brought Doobie, he brought everybody through. And it just became the little hub for Fresno studio. When they would pull up out here, they would just tap in. Even if nobody wanted a verse, they would just tap in. That's when we really got to work, and we got Dre on the hook, and, motherfuckers working this shit. So, yeah, they really just tapped in. And the Pillionaire shit,
who thought of that?
Me and Wise just
together,
brainstorming. Yeah, we was going back and forth, just thinking of different names. I think he said it. Yeah, I think he said it, and I was like, Pillionaire. I was like, Pill, Millionaires is on some fly shit. You feel me? Yeah, so we was like Pillionaires. That's it. As soon as I heard that, I was like, that's it, bro. That's it. And it's crazy because we wasn't even signed to or nothing. We was just recording songs. We already had Dre on the project. I think Diggs hopped on our project already. So we already felt like we was Thiz low key because Diggs was doing shit with us and shit. So we already felt like we was Thiz. I swear, we were repping Thiz on our first project without even being on Thiz.
Right.
But shout out to Scheme. He was locked up with Diggs.
Shout out my nigga.
Yeah, he was locked up with Diggs. He was
niggas was cellies for a minute too.
Yeah, he was like, bro, y'all need to be signed over there. And he was he kind of linked it up. He linked up the meeting with Diggs.
See, I never knew that.
Yeah, we put up on Diggs. He took us over there. And we played Diggs shit. And Diggs was like, it's good. I'm going to sign y'all type shit. And he gave us the contracts, a week later type shit.
Right.
And yeah, that was
that era was crazy. It was a lot of energy. It was cracking. So y'all actually signing and putting out an album under Thiz Nation. That was big.
Yeah, that man.
Niggas be trying to not give credit where credit be due, nigga. That was big as fuck in that period time movement. There was a lot of niggas who would have done anything to be in that position to have that stamp. You niggas had that stamp. What was the first album called? It was just self-titled,
it was called Pill Talk, but it was Pillionaires Pill Talk. Yeah, Pill Talk, just some playing off the pill shit. But yeah, that shit was big. Diggs took us on tour. You feel me? Let us live at his house type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Favorite cities y'all went to during the tour? shows, moments, favorite shit from that era, crazy shit you seen in that era.
I ain't gonna lie, like we've been to a lot of little cities, but like, man, shows in the Bay at that time was crazy. Like, oh yeah, Hood Nuts too. Like, you know, we started the group Hood Nuts before that shit, but yeah, shows in the Bay was going crazy at that time. Like little cities, Tracy, fucking Antioch, like those shows was like some of the best moments, bro, because they was like, you know, the whole culture. It was that like at that time. It was that, you know what I mean?
Right.
That was the biggest shit going. So I feel like all the California shows, like, you know, was going crazy.
Reno was always crazy. It was another one.
Yeah, Reno crazy. Kansas City always crazy.
I ain't never been to that motherfucker. What's that like? Kansas City cool?
Yeah, Kansas City is straight. Yeah,
some niggas say it's like being on the West Coast.
It's like a extended part of the Bay type shit. LA.
It's a college town. What the fuck is that? It's a college city up north. I can't think of it. I've been to some crazy shows up there too. I can't think of it though. It's a college city though. But yeah, man, wild nights and shit on tour.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. And, you know, Diggs got the mansion out here in Fresno.
Yeah,
so like,
I remember that.
We set up the studio at the mansion. He was throwing the mansion parties.
I remember
all of that. Yeah, and then it kind of just. And then, you know, Waz got locked up right when, you know, we was about to drop our second project.
Shout out my nigga, man. Chico is the city. Chico is like one of the craziest cities
Chico go crazy.
to do shows in. Chico, my nigga. I knew somebody would know.
Go crazy.
Chico go crazy. So
even like Humboldt
like,
too. They go crazy too.
As y'all, because I know we kind of jumped. Dre Pass is somewhere in between all of this going on. What was the mood like with around them and shit? Niggas stayed up, beat, kept it moving. Was everybody sad, super sad for a while? How was that?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's because like me and Waz was like fucking with Dre on some beats. We played on beats last time he was out here, and he was fucking with us. When he told us pull up, he was in Berkeley at the time, like living out in Berkeley or at a spot in Berkeley, and like. We called like Waz that day. I went to the studio. We like, bro, call Dre, see if we go fuck with him. And like we called Dre's phone that day. And Waz was like calling, and then Waz like, you know, Waz was saying something, and then Waz hung up the phone. And he was like, bro, like his girl answered and said he's not coming home. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's not coming home. He was like, yeah, she said he's not coming home. And I'm like, I'm thinking like, you know.
Some other
it's
shit.
The bitch or something. Yeah, it's the bitch. Like he left the bitch or something. And we ain't thinking nothing. And then later that day, like the news came out and all of that.
Cause social media wasn't what it was now. Like,
it took a little while.
Niggas had to call. Niggas had to call other niggas to confirm. Yeah.
It might have been some MySpace shit, but they was definitely not as fast as they are.
Yeah, the timeline and shit wasn't moving like it was now.
Yeah,
so when y'all finally realized, like, oh, he passed.
Yeah, and it was on some crazy shit. Like, I remember we was in the Bay. I got footage too. Like, I got footage on like little ass tapes. I got to get whatever. I got so much footage. But we was in the Bay with at a concert, and I remember we was with Mac Minister. He was like, you know,
Freedom Mac.
Cool. Man, Freedom Mac for real. We was with Mac Minister, and you know. I got footage of Mac Minister just talking crazy, talking shit, you know what I mean? and that's kind of like the vibe, though. Everybody was kind of on that vibe. Like, Diggs was on some, you know.
Niggas
like,
want to get back.
Yeah, Diggs was on some different shit, too. And, you know, we was producing at the time, and, you know, music is crazy because it's like, you know, we produced the beat he heard, which turned into Diggs Dance. Like, it's basically
you niggas did
like,
Diggs
you know,
Dance?
Yeah,
right.
PNS produced Diggs Dance.
Historic, man.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's like that song was kind of like, I feel like Dave kind of like got a lot off his chest on that joint, you know what I mean? And that's a staple in history. Like, for real, I felt like that whole song kind of explained the mood. Like, we was on whatever Diggs was on type shit, you know what I mean? But
how was it sitting around the town? And I love the city, but niggas low key just don't give props in that motherfucker. And you sitting around and you see these niggas is on They playing this shit that y'all produce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you help, give a nigga an idea for. You know what I'm saying? You're instrumental in a lot of the shit that's going on, and it's like niggas is like not giving y'all the. Well, I feel like you might feel like y'all got the credit y'all deserve, but I felt like y'all didn't get a lot of the credit y'all deserved as pillars from the city at that time. How was that feeling for y'all looking at these niggas like, nigga?
I mean,
we the niggas.
I feel like we was just. I felt like we was on at the time, so we didn't really trip. I remember Wise was more like trying to send Helmet on my head to John Magic, and he was like, he wasn't fucking with it. And somehow, some way, we went like he was on a mission to go like to get that song on the radio, and we linked like Gary Archer was a Thiz manager at that time.
Shout out Gary.
I don't know if he pulled some strings, but we ended up getting on B95 like and. Wise is on some fuck John Magic shit. I'm like, bro, you can't be saying that. Like, John Magic.
I feel like if the nigga wasn't fucking with me,
like, bro,
he was,
like,
but he was
like,
not fucking with a lot of our shit, bro.
Nah,
like, niggas
but,
was
I mean,
like,
even though he ain't fucking with it, like, bro, he's still like, an OG out here. Like, you can't just diss like one of the greatest DJs out here.
I'm with you, Wise. I'm with you.
But he was on some fuck John Magic shit. I think on MySpace, and we ended up being on the radio though. The Helmet on my head, like, got radio play and all that shit. It was in regular rotation, so that kind of like, motherfuckers was fucking with us out here. I felt like damn near a little start in, like, motherfuckers walking through the fair, signing autographs type shit. Like, shout out.
Did y'all perform at the show at the fair that one year? It was like a hyphy show at the fair.
But
Shake had me on it, but I was going through some shit.
We never rocked at the fair. But shout out to like, Tiaflo was like. He booked us for like back-to-back dates out here. Like I felt like we was getting love. Like shit, I never felt like anybody was hating on us at the time. Cause I felt like shit, we was on the radio, we on tour, we living with Diggs, we like damn near like, I felt like we Drake, you know what I mean?
Right.
Type shit.
It's cracking.
Like shit, I felt like I was on, like, bro, like, you know what I mean?
And
even
when you there, you don't really
like,
care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
like,
I just be looking at sometimes when
bro,
niggas bring
like,
up these lists or niggas
like,
mention their
like,
favorites or legends of the city, it be like some niggas just be leaving out y'all. Like they be leaving out niggas. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nigga, y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Aside, I was on Def Jam, Asia was on Interscope, I believe. Shake did a deal through Hyro. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, nigga, y'all had the biggest situation after that. Before Fashion and shit came along, you niggas had big situations, taking flights, award shows. Like, y'all niggas was really out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? For the niggas who don't know.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, facts. I felt like for a minute, like, bro, like shit, we was on. Like, you know what I mean? I felt like we was on, brother. Like, but never not like no cocky shit or nothing. I just felt like we just got to keep dropping music and keep doing this type shit. Like, bro, this is like, we on. Like,
so,
we on.
Let me ask you about something that I would always see. The Piff Unit.
Yeah.
The happy face logo shit, right?
Yeah.
I was in New York and seen some shit that kind of resembled it. I don't know if it was the same thing. Is there an East Coast connection with the Piff Unit?
Yeah, man. Shout out Piff Unit, Search World, all of that. Yeah, there's definitely a connection. It's crazy because they like Spanish cats out of Harlem.
Okay, so these are the same dudes. Okay.
Yeah, so they Spanish cats out of Harlem at the time. World Star was going crazy, and they was kind of like not beefing with Burner, but they kind of like, bro, like we like Smoke-a-thon. We started this shit like we'll out smoke anything. They was trying to start the Smoke-a-thon. They got Snoop's attention. They got everybody's attention, and I was, shit. They got my attention too. I seen them boys in New York. Like we always, like Asia have always been going to New York. We had always been listening to New York music.
So that wasn't your thing. It was just like comrades.
Yeah. But like it's crazy because I tapped in with them and MySpace type shit back then. Sent them my music type shit, and I'm like, bro, fuck with us. Like we trying to fuck with Piff Unit type shit. like he was producing, so I was like, you know, send us some beats type shit. He sent me some beats. They was fucking with us. He was like, let's start Piff Unit West. So we was like, you know, we was with it, and it was like, it was me, Turban, Wise.
Okay,
and
shout out Turb.
Yeah,
You fuck with Turb.
Turb, man. Turb is, you know,
Where does the Turban connection come from? For those who don't know, Turban is a member of Schoolyard. You know what I'm saying? Which is Planet Asia, Shake the Mayor, Supreme, Cubic, rest in peace, Matt Kimmett, Turban. You know what I'm saying? 12. Yeah. It's so many of them niggas that deep like the Wu-Tang. What's all the way from Africa, boy? Sure. My man in Ghana, BS the Golden Boy is in the house. You know what I'm saying? We worldwide right now.
Yeah, it's crazy because I knew somebody that knew Turb, and I was playing my music, and that boy's like, man, you gotta fuck with my boy, man. My boy, he just because we both Mexican, he was like, you gotta fuck with my boy Turban. He's nice. And yeah, he took me over there, and I remember meeting Turb and, you know, hearing his shit, and I was like, okay, he's nice. And Turb had like an old school Le Mans for sale, and it looked like a Chevelle to me at the time. I was on my opposite Cutlasses, Chevelles, and the Le Mans was a 442 inches, but super clean. And he was like, I think he had a for sale sign or something. And I was like, bro, like, what's up with this car? He was like, 1,200. I'm like, I could get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I can get that. I'm like, all right. So I got Turb's number. And that's crazy because I ended up buying that car. And then at the time I was doing the heist mixtapes out here. The mixtape era was crazy. I wanted to be a DJ too at the time.
Right.
And so, you know, in my mind, I could be DJ drama at the time, and I'm rapping. So I was like, I want to do a mixtape.
The nigga putting the fire tapes together.
Yeah. So
right.
You know, I was already doing shit like that, like rapping over other people's beats. I was like, I'm just going to do a mixtape. A little Fresno mixtape. I think you was on the first one too. Should I know I reached out to you for a few times? Yeah, but yeah, I just did the heist shit type shit, but yeah, it been on.
Y'all been locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how many projects did the Billionaires do total? Was it just the one? Was there one?
Shit, on this, we dropped Pill Talk when Waz was out, and then once Waz got locked up, we already had an album done. So I kind of like, you know, just reached out to Diggs again and was like, bro, like, this project's done. So he was like, let's put it out. So we dropped the compil. It was like a compilation because it was basically like every song had a feature type shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And then from there,
we dropped that on this. Yeah, that's on this as well.
That was the last one?
Yeah, but we were still producing over there. Like, we produced shit for Mr. Fab, Don't Spill It. We produced Don't Spill It.
Nigga.
Yeah. You know
what? That's historic.
I used to sit there, like, it's crazy though, because I used to sit there and just, bro, like, sample drums from crazy spots. Like, I would just sit there and sample shit all day. Like, whether it be a drum or a snare from this project and something from this project. I used to just, like, have so many samples that I sample myself. And Waz, like, I loaded up a kit that I just barely sampled, and Waz, like, was fucking with it. Produced Don't Spill It. Mr. Fab heard it, wanted it.
That's one of his biggest fucking records.
Yeah, that shit was on MTV Jam of the Week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
That's historic, nigga. That's some shit I didn't know. History. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's two big ass records that I didn't know about. So from there, that was the last Billionaire album. When does this rebranding, this recreation, this rebirth of YB happen? Because I seen it gradually take place. Like, okay, so loose record here, loose record here.
It kind of started with Piff Unit. Like, it's like as soon as Billionaires, you know, dropped the second project, that Smokeathon shit happened. I tapped in with Piff Unit. They you know, we started fucking with them heavy. So we started doing Piff Unit West. Waz got out. We was doing Piff Unit West. And that was the wave. I flew to New York, met with Piff Unit, met with Stevie. Shout out Stevie. And from there it was like, you know, we repping Tiz and Piff Unit. And it was some New York shit. They got artists, they were doing shit with like K Slade, posted their mixtape. They got shit with Jim Jones, they got singles with Noriega. So I was like, bro, like we, you know what I mean? Like we repping this Piff Unit shit. Turb was with it. So fucking we did that. We started doing Piff Unit. You know, while I got boxed up still, me and Turb still doing shit with Piff Unit. And me and Turb, you know, drop projects, and it's just from there. I just, you know, working on my solo shit. I think I did a solo project once Waz got locked up, and it's kind of been like that.
It
once
seems
I
like to
project,
me, it might just be my view of shit, but it just seemed like you went into overdrive over the last year or two. It's like it's almost like you're a brand new nigga though. It's like you a brand new artist now.
I feel like I'm on my second childhood, but really, I was always recording music, but then you know I opened up the clothing store and I kind of got into, you know, I always did clothes, but we started the brand On Surf. You know, I started On Surf, so I wanted to do a brand. I didn't really, you know, my boy was like, I'll invest in that shit. So he invested in the shit. I ended up getting like, you know, giving clothes to like Mozzie, giving clothes to Lil Blood, giving clothes to, you know, Echo, Sean, everybody. And they started popping up. Like, you know, Mozzie wore shit in the video. Lil Blood wore shit on the No Jumper interview. And we opened up the store and just, you know, started trying to make that the hub of Fresno for a minute, you know, trying to do all the, you know, pop-ups we could do. Yeah. Did pop-ups with Lil Pete, did pop-ups with Marty Mula, did Sean F's record release listening party, did a lot of shit, like, you know, just trying to build the store brand up. So I wasn't dropping music, but I was always recording. And I always felt like, damn, okay, like, I always, you know, I didn't drop nothing for like maybe 2 years. And yeah, I just decided to drop something. Dropped it, and then, you know, since then I've just been trying to just stay consistent.
And I'm seeing it, bro. Salute, because I'm seeing you definitely mashing at a pace other niggas ain't mashing at. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there are niggas from our era, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, we don't know where the fuck they at now. You know what I'm saying? You remain relevant. And then there are niggas from our era who pop up here sporadically. It's like you in overdrive. You know what I'm saying? The visuals. Salute on your visuals. You consistent with these videos, and they just not you standing in front of a house with 6 niggas. Like, you have creative fucking visuals. The basketball one is like one of my fucking favorites. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
You creative with your visuals and shit too. Is you writing the treatment? You got one of the homies that's sitting on the couch getting high, like, nigga, you should do this. Like, who's coming up with these ideas for your videos and shit?
Yeah, shit just definitely me, just trying to think of some shit. Yeah, just smoking, getting high, or, you know, I just, like, you know, I might be the only motherfucker that out here to ever do a video wearing a blonde wig or some shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know, I just felt like, damn, like, you feel me? Like, I done wore blonde wigs in my video. I just kind of come up with the treatment. Yeah. And, you know, shout out to the directors. BC always brings
BC.
Whatever I think of, he always, you know, bring it to life.
He brings it to life.
Shout out Sean F. Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
They bring it to life. A few joints. Like, whoa. Shout out to Blair the Captain, too. He did a video with some new directors, Icy Visuals, and they had a crazy look, like, you know what I mean? So I got them to do Whoa, a little remix that I did, you know, Black Rock joint. Got Kid Capri on there to, you know, talk shit on there. So I felt like, whoa.
If y'all haven't peeped his shit, go peep. It's Fly Y on YouTube. Is it Fly dash Y or is it Fly WHY?
No, it's FLY-Y.
Dash Y. Go. He got enough videos for you to watch. You know what I'm saying? For an hour or two, and it's you'll be entertained the whole time. I played a few when I was running videos and shit on here. Fire. We seen your videos actually reviewed, and this ain't the easiest motherfucking place for your video to be reviewed, because I've seen niggas with their videos on. I'm talking about No Jumper. I've seen niggas with their videos on that particular show get annihilated, get trashed, thrashed, and destroyed.
Man.
You been on that motherfucker. You like, what is you like 2-0 on that motherfucker with good reviews?
Man, shit, I've been on it like four times.
Okay, so I've caught you twice on there. The two I've seen is 2-0. All 4 got good responses?
Yeah, all 4 got good responses, man. They fucking with them.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, actually, like, I tapped in with Adam. You know, and I was surprised, you know, bro, like, you know, tap back in. So he tapped back in. I tried to, like, you know, I gave him my whole pitch, like, bro, like, I got the on-service store out here, Fresno type shit. Like, I already had a vision. I already low-key did a shirt, like a Fresno jumper shirt. And I told him, like, bro, I already did it, you know, without his all that. And Ben had him pressed up, but I kind of was acting like it was brand new. Like, bro, let's do a Fresno jumper shirt. Like, it would go crazy out here in Fresno. And he kind of like, he reached back and he was like, you know, text my guy Josh from No Jumper. He handles all my business type shit. So shout out to Josh too. I've been tapped in with Josh.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm low-key still trying to like bring him out here. He said he was supposed to come out here and fuck with Faye 300 and do a little Fresno, tour. You know, run a little Fresno tour with Faye.
Okay.
So he was like, you know, it makes sense. Like, you know, I come and do a pop-up at your spot. So we still trying to put that, together. That's still in the air. Yeah, I'm still trying to make that happen, man. Little Fresno jumper, man.
Innovative, man. All right, let's do some favorites, man. All-time favorite rapper.
All-time favorite rapper is crazy. It's crazy because, like, man, all-time favorite rapper.
All-time fave.
Man, I got a crazy list. I don't know. Like,
shit, give me 3 of them motherfuckers. Give me 3.
Right. I'm like, shit. Like, I fuck with Hov. Like, you know, I still feel like, you know, like I was waiting for the Black Album to drop. I was waiting for the Blueprint to drop. Like, I felt like he was talking that shit. You know what I mean? And
Hov is him.
He a shit talker, yeah. So I fuck with like Hov, but I fuck with Dre too. And then like, you know, and probably like, you know, shit like Kiss or somebody.
Okay.
Jada's like, yeah.
Hov,
Jada's like,
Kiss.
Yeah, but like, you know, Jack will probably be my 4th one.
Rest in peace.
So it's
Jack.
like, so it's
Jack
like,
high
you know,
up on my list.
Yeah, so it's crazy because it's like I got Cam would probably be my 5th one.
Cam.
So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
that's a fire 5 though.
But I fuck with, you know, I fuck with people that, you know, talk that shit and spit that shit I can relate to. And that it just so happened to be like, you know, I was like, you know, that's who I really like listened to and fucked with like growing up. So it's like, you know.
Currently, like, right now, niggas that are alive here right now and actively working right now, dream collaboration. Who would you like to work with if you could? And this could be an R&B singer. This could be a country western nigga, rapper, whoever. What would be your dream collaboration right now?
If I was thinking like numbers or something, I would be like, you know, Drake, Kendrick type shit. But I mean, just personally, right now, something that's going crazy. I'm different. That's what I'm saying. I'm different because
that's
you know,
different though. That's the beauty of the music and shit.
Who? Like he said, say Tyler. Nah, but Tyler is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like
Tyler,
I fuck with different people. Like Trippy is almost like the collaboration I hella want right now.
That's
like
fire.
Trippy, like but like his album, Life's a Trip is crazy. Like that was one of the albums that like. I don't know what year it was, but like that was a crazy album that I really like fucked with. And people hate like when I play that shit, they're like, bro, you sad or something? Or you but it's just fire. But I mean like you feel me? But it's not, it's just fire to me. Like musically he came crazy, but you know, shit, like, yeah.
No, that'd be a fire collaboration.
I'm trying to think who's popping right now, like shit. I want to do something crazy, but shit, you know, dream collaboration.
I listen to a lot
me
of
and
niggas.
Rihanna.
Yeah, Rihanna.
Me and Rihanna.
Yeah.
Hey, dream collaboration. I mean, you feel me? Like, shit, let me get a Rihanna hood.
It's a nigga that I've been listening to a lot, and I'm wondering, are you familiar? Fat Money.
Yeah, Fat Money got some
from
shit. I think his
Chicago.
last album. He
I
got
fuck
some
with
shit,
Fat
yeah.
Money. You know what I'm saying?
He be on that.
I think y'all would
I
be
fuck
good.
with
You, Fat
anything,
Money, Pusha T on one record would be crazy because y'all
yeah,
kind of
that would
talk
be
the
crazy.
same shit. You know what I'm saying?
I like anybody that talk that shit.
What about Dream? No, let's do favorite producer, and then we'll do the same thing as far as collaborations with a producer now. But all-time favorite producer though.
Man, probably
beats?
like Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
Just Blaze. I feel like if he could, if Just Blaze could meet Echo, I feel like that would be like the sound I want right now. Like, you feel me?
Right.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the sound. I feel like
blending them two
I'll be in my own lane. If I could have them, like, you know what I mean? If I could have Just Blaze and Echo produce me a beat right now, I feel like I'll go crazy.
That'd be different.
Yeah, they different because it's like let Just Blaze pick the sample and let Echo do the drums, and
you know who might could pull some shit similar to that off with would be Halo. You familiar with Halo?
Yeah, Halo got some shit.
He got some shit with the sound as far as samples. He got some shit.
Yeah.
If you can tap in with him and be like, bro, send me like some crazy. He got some crazy shit that don't really get out. You know what I'm saying? So I know he got an archive.
I heard his shit, but we performed at the Grizzly Stadium. I forgot what show it was, but he was on there, and his first song came out, and the beat was so crazy, and somebody was like, "Yeah, he produced that."
He produced.
That's when I was like, "Okay."
And he got a lot of shit in the archive that don't get picked. So he is a producer who has shit. So you might can take some Halo and then have Echo. You feel me?
Yeah, shout out Tom Genius too. Tom Genius.
Oh yeah, my nigga Tom.
We about to get one in. We about to get one in for sure.
Right now though, if you could get a beat from one of these niggas. No, you know what? Yeah, we'll say get a beat. Because I want to kind of put you on a, like, you know how Larry June did the Alchemist album. Because Alchemist just announced him and Mos Def got a whole album. I could hear you over a whole Alchemist tape. Or what's the other nigga name? Madlib.
Hit Boy too. Hit Boy
would be. You and Hit Boy might be a better collaboration than you and Alchemist. Because Hit Boy kind of is in the middle of the slap and the boom bap. Hit Boy
samples,
The Alchemist
album I like sample heavy shit, but
you want some of that
I like sample heavy shit. I like, New York like samples, but I like West Coast drums, you feel me? Not a lot of people, got that, but Echo got some shit. I got some new shit with Echo. Echo got some shit.
Shout out Echo. So
but I need that's
all-time producer Just Blaze. Right now though, if you could get a beat from one of these niggas right now, it would be Hit Boy.
Nah, Kanye. I need a Kanye beat or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me get that boy easy, man.
That yay thing, you know what I'm saying? Shit. What's next for you though?
Man, more music. You feel me? More music, more shows. We got the Real Young OG show coming up.
More visuals. Keep the visual shit going.
Yeah, more visuals.
I'm entertained by the visuals you create, bro.
Yeah, I'm bringing back. Like, I did a few seasons of On Surf TV. I want to bring that back. I felt like that was like, I did 10-minute beat challenge with producers and really went to the studio. I got Echo on there, Dingy on there, Red on there, a lot of cats on there. Just content shit like that. I want to do. He was a
little before, and he was low key was ahead of the curve. So now bringing it back, now it'll be more received.
Yeah, I had the episode with Diego Red on there.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you got to peep that if you didn't. I got the episode with Sam from FTK.
Yeah,
he a big he a factor out here. We got some shit cooking. Me and Sam from FTK got some shit cooking too. So, clothing. I'm trying to take this shit to the next level.
So the On Surf is the brand and the name of the store, right?
Yeah, On Surf Clothing. That's the Instagram, but yeah, it's the name of the store. LLC, all of that. I got the.
That's your T-shirt you wearing?
Nah, this some Chrome Heart shit.
Okay. Yeah, see, I told you the nigga's a fashion guru. I told you, motherfucker.
Yeah, man, I had my On Surf video on a minute ago, but killed a little drink on that thing.
Okay, the Chrome Hearts. Nonchalant, some Chrome Heart shit on. You know what I'm saying?
But shout out to everybody that got Fresno brand. My ultimate goal is to have, on surf carry everybody's brand that's popping in Fresno. Like, shout out Walktober, Magnate Clothing, Rich Junkies. There's a lot of upcoming brands out here that got crazy drip. I kind of want to, be the hub of, all the Fresno clothing brands. We come in here and, you cop all the brands out here and some shit like that. And, we still doing pop-ups here. And
okay.
We got MGM Flash release listening party here. I think January 17th or 13th. Shout out MGM Flash. You gotta check his page. But yeah, we trying to keep on surf the brand building, and I'm gonna keep dropping music, man. Regardless.
Shout out Flash for sure. So I'm gonna tap in with you though, because I got a couple of niggas I work with clothing lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Moneyball's got one. We need to do a pop up.
Oh yeah, Moneyball's got crazy shit. Yeah,
we need to do one over there.
We need to request sheets over here.
And then my young nigga Diddy, you know what I'm saying? He got the.
Oh yeah, shout out Diddy.
For Masari, he got the Masari shit we need to bring over there, man. Let's get it going.
Yeah, no Diddy, man. That's the real Diddy, man. Yeah,
no Diddy.
That's the real Diddy, man.
You feel me?
That's the only Diddy I know, man.
Right, man. Man, I appreciate you sitting down with me, bro. Looking forward to what you got going.
Man.
Loving the second wind you caught, bro. Loving it. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
keep
yes,
mashing.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be tapping in with you soon because I'm cooking a new album in 2025. I'm gonna need you on that motherfucker for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
Any more shout outs
you want to give? I appreciate y'all, man. Shit, shout out to the whole city, man. Shout out to Fresno. Shout out to the gang, Pill Gang. Shout out Turban. Shout out Asia, Cubic, the whole schoolyard.
Yes, sir.
Shout out, you feel me, My Young Life. Shout out Elijah. Shout out Blair. We got some shit cooking. Shout out, shout out everybody, man. Shout out the whole city. Shout out Echo. You feel me? Shout out A+. Go check out that classy video if y'all ain't checked it out yet. Shout out Zah. She got some crazy
shout out
R&B shit cooking.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we working, man. We working. But yeah, stay on the lookout.
Without a doubt, bro. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate y'all tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Diego Red is in peace.
Yes, sir, man. Love.
And we out.
Yes, sir.
Good shit, bro.